In summer 2022, I would often go on the roof of our building where we lived in the evening by the sunset sometimes. And I would just look at the sky because the sky was beautiful and I really love stars. Um, the problem is that I live in a small town, city. Well, anyway, there are lights, and so it's very difficult to see stars. But I do manage to see some stars. And so I would often go to the roof. I was missing stars. I wanted to be with stars. Since I'm a child, I remember looking at stars and dreaming about flying there, just going there, just being there. It was like my biggest dream. And then I found out that they are really far, and I actually cannot just get there just like that. I was so disappointed, so sad. Well, anyway, so I had this urge again to go on the roof and look at the stars. But once during sunset, I was watching the sunset also on the roof, and I saw like a very, very bright, shiny object in the sky. So bright and actually quite big. I was looking at it, but I don't know why. For some reason, I just didn't think it was something not normal. I thought it was okay. I thought it was normal, a plane or I don't know what. I didn't even question it. I was just looking at it like, yeah. And that object was there for a while and it was getting smaller and smaller and smaller and then it disappeared. And then I realized like, wait a minute, what was it? Because that doesn't look like a plane, doesn't look like a rocket. Maybe it was a rocket ship. It was so bright because it was so far. The brightness of it was just incredible. Um, so that was one thing that I saw. So that was during sunset. Now, other things I started noticing when I was watching stars on the roof. I would be there, look at the sky, and I see like a there's like a long thing with different lights, and it would go like woo, 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 whoop, Noah. Then after a few nights, I would see again, woo, woo, gone. I was like, what is that? What's going on? And so I asked a question. I said, if it's my galactic family, please give me a sign. And all of a sudden, the bells of Campanile started ringing. Campanile is, at that time I lived by the UC Berkeley campus, and there's like a big tower with a clock, and the bells ring every hour. And so as soon as I asked that question, the bells started ringing. I was like, wow, my galactic family is here. Then I started thinking about them more and more. Uh, with all this information coming to me, Dolores Cannon books, people talking about ETs on the internet. And I started thinking about them more and more. And then I started perceiving them like above me. I would be like sitting in my apartment and just know there's a ship, like a spaceship right here above me. It would make me feel good. And then I would start thinking about my galactic family. Well, who are these people? And somehow I started feeling them like I don't know, it felt like there's my brother there, my cousin there, and they're having so much fun. It's like a party they're going on, you know. They're having so much fun. Um, that's how it felt to me, like all these galactic and who knows, maybe their counterparts are there. Who knows? But it felt so like I was like, I want to be with you guys. I want to be with you guys. Because at that time I was going, it was a very difficult year for me. I was crying a lot. I was purging. I was releasing. I was in a very kind of dark space, and I would think then, oh, they are having so much fun, and me here, I'm crying. I'd love to be with them. So this is yeah, this is how I became aware of ETs and their spaceships and my galactic family. This is how I became aware that there's more, that they are actually real, that they are here. We don't see them, but we know. Like I knew they were there. I knew that that ship was above me, and even now I still do. I still perceive ships. I know. I'm aware of them. I don't see them with my physical eyes, but I know they are there. I feel them. I know they are there. And sometimes, if I have a difficult moment again, if I'm crying, if I'm not, like once I was in this place again where I was crying a lot, and I saw this ET coming down, just coming close to me like this, and it was there, it was standing there. It took my hand and was just there, and I felt so much love coming from that extraterrestrial. It was blue, had very big eyes, blue. Not that again. Once again, I want to be clear. It wasn't with my physical eyes that I saw. It was with my inner vision. Um, and that ET was there with me, just like a support, just like a friend. Um, um, it it was important for me at that time. It's still important, and I am very grateful that they are looking after me and that they are there for me when I need them. And that extraterrestrial actually didn't leave me. It stayed there for like 20 minutes. And then when I was walking on the beach, it was walking with me. And then I was standing already walking, and that ET was walking with me. And it was so tall. It was so tall. I was like, wow, man, you're so tall. Um, so this is what happened. So these are my experiences with ETs. Um, Thanks again for listening, and I appreciate it. Thank you.